In just a few days, more than 400 cyclists will take part in Bristol Rugby Foundation's Break the Cycle event. Members of Bristol Rugby Community Foundation have been training hard for the 108-mile ride, and for the first time ever, the event will be in partnership with both Bath and Gloucester's rugby clubs.
The winner of the event is the person that raises the most funds for the foundations. So Bristol and Bath and Gloucester have proven to everyone that rugby as a sport is a fantastic family, and for the three clubs to come together and provide an event that is accessible for, I don't really ride a bike, I've sort of got a bike, this is an excuse to lose a bit of weight and get fit, and the event has to be accessible for people like that. But then equally, Bristol's a fantastic cycling city and a lot of really keen guys that love to get out on bikes, so there's got to be a couple of hills and a couple of King of the Mountains things. It's got to be a nice, a good track for those keen cyclists. So it's quite tough, but we try and provide both a track for both those sorts of people.
For anybody that hasn't donated yet, just give us a few words as to why people should dig deep and sponsor these people that are going off to do this ride. Well,
I could put really simply, Bristol have been outside the Premiership, and so we being Bristol Rugby Community Foundation have received no guaranteed funding for over 5-6 years now. We help over 15,000 young people in Bristol, some of the most disaffected young people that need our help the most. Rugby is a brilliant vehicle to help young people. We have amazing staff, and it's outcome based, so they do something with us and something positive happens, whether that's educational, attitudinal or behavioural. Probably the easiest thing to do is just go onto Virgin Money Giving, look up Ben Breeze, and anything under a £5 is embarrassing. Anything over 1,000 is amazing, and anything in between is brilliant, and we'll put it to very good use.
Riders can set off from any one of the three rugby clubs. From Bristol, cyclists will depart from Ashton Gate Stadium from 8 o'clock on Sunday morning.
The course is absolutely stunning. It goes, from Bristol on the cycle path, from Bitton over Kelston, from Bath up Bannerdown Hill. But when you're at the top of Bannerdown, it's just absolute stunning riding across through the fields, through the Cotswolds. You go past, on the edges of Weston Burt, it's past the polo clubs. It's just absolutely beautiful countryside. Into Tetbury, then it's a bit lumpy, sort of Painswick Beacon into Gloucester, big long descent into Gloucester. And then from Gloucester we follow the A38. We don't go on the A38. It's all beautiful, quiet back roads. So I'm very confident this year is our best track yet.
It might be the best track ever, but it's still going to be tough on the day. And triple Olympian cyclist Ollie Beckinsale says nutrition is the key to getting through it.
Get a good feed in the night before, a good breakfast. I know we're starting really early in the morning, but it's making sure that you've had a bit of breakfast in your stomach as well. Nutrition is key. You've got your fitness you've got to work with, you've then got to fuel it. So it's making sure that food and water you're taking on the day is adequate as well.
Bristol's status as a cycling city will be underlined in the next week, with two major bike events bookending the week. If sprinting is more up your street, then the Bristol Grand Prix on Saturday, June the 20th is the answer. A closed road event in the heart of the city with categories for all levels of riders, from beginner to brilliant.